Should be live now, and we are. So, man, that it is truly, it is technically, I mean, not technically, it is literally Yamamover for the Yamamoto sweepstakes. Obviously, if you guys are not aware, the New York Yankees did not end up with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. That ended up going to the Los Angeles Dodgers, who acquired him on a 12-year, $325 million deal. That came with a $50 million signing bonus. It came with a posting fee on top of that as well. That was not calculated in that as well, or it wasn't calculated in the 325 mark. So it's 325 plus the posting fee plus the signing bonus. I think it's around, 200 and I think it's around $400 million actually in terms of total salary. So, it is truly a disaster. It's truly a disaster in terms of morale and whatever that may be. But in terms of the Yankees' chance of winning the World Series next year, they're still in pretty good shape. The Yankees, they still have obviously Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is their workhorse. Garrett Cole is their ace. Garrett Cole is, the lifeline of that pitching staff. And, in a lot of respects, he's their top guy. It's like the Yankees are going into the 2024 season without an ace. It's not like the New York Yankees are going into the 2024 season without a true top of the line guy. And end of the day, the New York Yankees are going to have to go out and get creative. Like, creativity is going to be a must for them. They're going to have to be, in many respects, they're going to have to be savvy. They're going to have to be intelligent. They're going to have to know what they're doing with their money. And yeah, I don't really know how else to put it. Like, it's not a matter of, trying to be, hey, I'm not trying to sit here and say, hey, the Yankees are going to figure out a way to, beat the market and get a guy who's better than Yamamoto for a fraction of the cost. That's just not how baseball works. Like, when you're talking about superstar caliber talent, it's harder to do that, right? Like, I try to avoid doing that. I try to avoid, I try to avoid being the type of person to think that, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be the type of person to sit here and kind of cope with it. But at the same time, I also don't want people to think that it's over. Like, it's a weird line to have to tiptoe. It's a weird line to have to blend. It's a weird line to do all that stuff with. But, starting with the questions here, we're going to start looking at the comment section. Michael S. Dunitz goes, not upset we didn't get Yamamoto, never pitch an LB. We should either trade for Bellinger or Burns instead. And I'm assuming you mean sign Bellinger. Yankees are not going to sign Bellinger. Now, I would love to trade for Corbin Burns. I think that's totally on, the radar, but I just don't see it happening personally. Like, I think we're at the point in that sweepstakes. We're at the point in the, I guess you would call the Burns saga, or like the Yankees trade saga, where they're not going to deal, top of the line talent for, another pitcher. And knowing that they already traded what they did for Carlos Rodon, they traded a lot for him. So there's that. And I don't think they're going to end up being to trade much. They're going to end up wanting to trade more. So, yeah. Moving on a little bit. We have, let's see, Munetaka Murakami, Yankee for life in a few years. So Empirical Yanks, Pats, TK. I don't really think that the New York Yankees are going to be pigeonholed into signing Murakami. I think that there is an interest, but he is a few years away. We don't even know if he's going to be the type of guy. We don't know what his money's going to even look like. We don't. We don't know. We don't know what he's going to ask for. We don't know what the Yankees' view of him as a talent. We don't know how the Yankees are going to try to navigate first base down the road. We don't even know if maybe Ben Rice is that guy, right? There are so many things we don't know in regards to first base and the market as a whole that I'm not going to sit here and start banging the table and saying they've got to go out and they've got to sign Munetaka Murakami. It is what it is. We'll wait and see how they exploit the Japanese market and the international market going forward. But Munetaka Murakami is still, hey, if he plays well, maybe there's a chance the Yankees go out and get him. I think Yamamoto was a done deal. Everyone's acting like they got them. Rubena, I was very confident that they were going to end up with Yamamoto. Extremely confident. It is what it is. I don't want to sit here and say I wasn't confident. I was 100% confident. This hurts. This sucks. This is terrible. This really does suck. But we got the important part, I think, of the Yamamoto offseason. and that's Juan Soto. This team needed offense so badly to the point where, like, look, they can find a 5-star. They can find somebody to fill out the back end of that rotation and kind of just hope things stick next year. They couldn't find a left fielder if their life depended on it, right? The Yankees have been able to, run out top of the line rotations, top of the line pitching staffs, all that stuff. They have not been able to run out top of the line outfields. That's been a massive issue for them. Now, that doesn't guarantee that they're going to go out and have a really good rotation next year, or even a good enough rotation next year. But I saw Trevor just comment about this, and I want to kind of delve into this. I'm not mad at how, like the Yankees' effort going into signing a guy like Yamamoto, it was there. If you told me that the New York Yankees would make a $300 million offer for, if you told me they were going to make a $300 million offer for Yoshinobu Yamamoto over 10 years, I would have told you, done, and the New York Yankees will end up with this caliber of player. And the market kept growing. It felt like, the Dodgers kind of just had the thing that the Yankees didn't have, and it was Yamamoto Group a fan of them. It looked like he always wanted to be a Dodger. That is something that obviously stings, that hurts, that's not fun. There's no sugarcoating the fact that that's not fun. But it is what it is. Like, we can't sit here and we can't try to change the past. Can't sit here and try to adjust what occurred. The New York Yankees did not end up with Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But these are the breaks. Thems are the breaks, right? Thems are the breaks. That's just how it is. That's just how negotiations are. And that's just how this ended up going. It is what it is. So, I don't want to seem like I'm, again, like justifying or like I'm okay with this. I'm not. I'm very unhappy with this. But again, it's just like, how am I supposed to sit here and be upset at their effort? How am I supposed to sit here and be unhappy with what they did? How am I supposed to sit here and say they didn't try hard enough? So, that's how I'm going to sit here and kind of talk about this. It sucks. It's not fun, but can't criticize their effort that much. And I can't sit here and tell you that it's a disaster all out. That's a disaster for the Yankees as they try to win the World Series next year. Isn't the $50 million signing bonus included in the 325? Every report is at 375 with the posting fee, not 425. Additional, so it's 325 plus the signing bonus. Yeah, it's 375 total there. And they have the posting fee. So it's a total payment where the Dodgers, I think, are going to commit over $400 million to acquiring Yamamoto. That's the situation. You said you watched the Shota Imanaga MPP pitch data video by Lance Brozdowski. In your opinion, should the Yankees sign Shota Imanaga after watching that, or should they look elsewhere? So Shota Imanaga is, kind of one of the natural pivot options. That's somebody that's going to be floated around a lot. I like his stuff. His four-seam fastball is really good. His sweeper is really good. His splitter is solid. The thing I'm concerned about is how the fly balls will translate into the AL East. There is a definite concern about whether he's going to give up a crap ton of home runs, whether he's going to be a guy that can't keep the ball in the ballpark. There are just a lot of concerns. Like, those are legitimate concerns. He'll be a guy who's going to be asked to pitch every fifth day, and he's used to pitching every sixth day. Like, that's obviously a concern that existed, with Yoshinobu Yamamoto as well. But you still have to bring that up. Like, these are still important variables to talk about when it comes to, both of these players. So, end of the day, I'm going to sit here and again, I'm going to clarify that the New York Yankees are, going to have to do their due diligence. I'm not sure what the pivot looks like. I'm not sure, who exactly they go out and get. But what I am sure is that they're going to have to find a starter. And we'll talk about different guys in the market tonight. So it's just, this is a difficult circumstance for the New York Yankees, and they're going to have to do a lot of soul searching and really try to put together an opportunity to sign him. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, moving on a little bit here. What's up, bro? Not the result we wanted, but still feeling good about 2024. Richard, I agree. I still feel good about 2024. I still feel like their chance of winning the World Series are really good compared to what they were entering the offseason. I still think this is a playoff team. I still think this is a team that's going to compete for the World Series. I strongly believe in both of those things. So yeah, there's that. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I think this team is still a flawed team, but they have work to do. We'll see if they get that work done. But, the thing is that Yamamoto isn't in the AL. He is at least in the NL if there's any really any upside to this, which there isn't. All this sucks. This is the worst. This isn't fun. So, yeah. LAD rotation is rookie, IL, rookie, rookie. I want the Yankees to get Burns. Vic, I'm not going to downplay that Dodger rotation. That Dodger rotation, yes, has some risks, but I would say every pitching staff has risks. The reason for that is because pitchers getting hurt, it's just a thing they do now. It's just a thing that occurs. It is a poor side effect of just how pitching has gone and just the pitch clock and all those things. The pitch clock has obviously changed the way that pitchers are pitching and how they can conserve energy and all that stuff. And really, end of the day, I don't know. I just don't think that the New York Yankees are going to be in a position to I don't think we're in a position to sit here and call them like a bad rotation or like criticize what they are as rotation, because I wanted Yamamoto, and there are a lot of players that are just really good on that rotation. So most part of 325. All right, seems I wasn't sure. Look elsewhere, meaning Dylan Cease, Mitch Keller, Shane Bieber, Jordan Montgomery, Jesus Luzardo. Even if it comes to worst, Lucas Giolito, leaving him off Montas because we should still re-sign him. I categorize Montas differently than I do the other guys as well, because I think he's a flyer, right? Like he's a flyer. He's not a guy that you look at and say, yeah, we need him to like be our 3 starter next year. He's the 5th starter if you sign him. It is just a reality of, the Yankees are trying to put together a rotation that relies on a guy in Carlos Rodon that has had injuries in the past. And, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to rely on Carlos Rodon. His resurgence is going to tell more about this team than anything else, quite honestly. Like I would go as far as to say, without Carlos Rodon bouncing back, it doesn't even matter if they got Yamamoto. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. They're going to need Rodon to bounce back. But yeah, like looking at some of these options, we'll talk about some of these, of course. But you get one of the first 5 guys mentioned, and your rotation is going to be really good next year. And we're wrong for thinking the Yankees offer the most money, assuming Yamamoto doesn't bust. 10 to 4 doesn't really matter if an opt out in 4 years. So those opt outs in 6, I'm not too concerned. But I think that the New York Yankees are going to look at the Yankees have to understand that it's just more money, and sometimes you just want more guaranteed money, and that matters. I think wanting more guaranteed money is important. I think that the New York Yankees are going to have to do everything they can to keep him long, to try to entice a player like that. And they did, but they did everything they were willing to do. The Dodgers were willing to just do a little bit more. And again, it just felt like the Dodgers were the team this entire time, at least based on, the way that this negotiation ended up going, and him ending up with the Dodgers in the first place. Cole Ago's pain. Yeah, this is pain season right now. If the Yankees were to get Dylan Cease, should they throw in Michael Kopech to do a Michael King reliever type role, throw in Yohan Moncada to lower the asking price? I don't think the Yankees are going to pony up that kind of offer. I don't think that the New York Yankees are going to pay the price it's going to take to acquire Dylan Cease, and rightfully so. As much as this sounds stingy, Dylan Cease is just not an ace in my eyes. He's a really good pitcher, and he's not an ace. He does not pitch into the 6th and 7th inning repeatedly. He is not the type of guy that you say, all right, here's the baller in game 2 of the ALDS, and he's going to get you, 7 innings when you need it. He's a good pitcher. He's a really good pitcher. He's a talented pitcher. He's not an ace. I'm not trading, Spencer Jones plus, Chase Hampton and Everson Pereira and Oswald Peraza and somebody else to get him. I think I could get a better pitcher. I think I can get a pitcher that helps you a lot more. And this is just still a guy who's a question mark. And his stuff took a hit. His production took a hit with the pitch clock. I think he's a good pitcher. A team will be happy to go out and get him, but I don't think the Yankees should be the desperate team to get him. Do you think the Brewers make Corbin Burns available again after the teams at Nistano Yoshinobu Yamamoto will be searching for their option? I think they'll certainly entertain conversations. I don't think they're forced to trade him. I don't think they'll force themselves to trade him before the season. I think they'll trade him at the deadline personally. But yeah, the Yankees should certainly give them a call. I don't know if the Yankees are going to have, I don't know if the Yankees are going to have the motivation to trade as much from their farm as they're going to need to get Burns, considering what they traded to get Verdugo and Soto. So yeah, we'll see. But Burns will certainly be a perfect fit roster-wise for this team. It's no doubt about it. Baby Goat goes. I know Roki Sasaki might have that IFA clause and may opt out. You think it happens this offseason if he does? I don't think he's going to do that this year. I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah. What's Roki Sasaki's posting year again? It's 3 years from now. Because, yes, as Baby Goat goes, it's his age after his age 25 season. Cole Ego, seeing the news that this morning that felt like getting dumped by a girl. Yeah, no, this sucked. This sucked. It's really sucked. Just like, it sucked. It sucked. It definitely hurt. When I got the Jack Curry notification, that sucked. But like Ohtani, he has an opt-out. Yeah, like there could be an opt-out for him similar to the one Ohtani has, but I don't know if he's going to take it. Not that if he's going to take it. I don't know if he actually has it. Like I don't know. We don't know if he has it. From what we know, he does not have it. So, yeah. I would trade with the Marlins for a pitcher. They won't demand any pitching back and then go after Burns and pay what it takes prospect-wise. I mean, you're going to be trading a lot of prospects. You're basically gutting your entire farm. I don't really know who the Marlins have outside like Edward Cabrera, who would really entice the Yankees and isn't going to cost a ton. And even then, like, would I rather have Edward Cabrera or just go out and pay the money for Frankie Montas and then go out and try to get like a frontline guy? I think you could do that instead. You don't have to, you don't have to trade prospects. You trade less prospects and you spend, just $10 million more and you don't have to, like, I think that works for the Yankees. I personally feel as if the Yankees should be looking for, multiple starting pitchers. It doesn't mean it has to be 2 frontline guys, but it should be Montas plus like another, maybe middle of the rotation guy even. Like that would be, I'd be fine with that. But yeah, like I don't really view, I can't view him as I can't view like going after a Marlins pitcher as like a better option, just going out and signing, go out and signing a guy like, Montas, when it's just going to cost you money. Yeah. Said this is ready. Dodgers window isn't that large, to be honest. I mean, it probably is. They're the Dodgers. They'll figure it out. So yeah. But I don't know. I don't think the Dodgers are like, I think they're always going to be good. They're just the Dodgers. They're always fucking good. They had their whole core kind of wash out. Like Seager's gone, Turner's gone, Kershaw's a free agent, Greinke's gone, Ryu's gone. Like how many players have kind of come and gone for the Dodgers and they're still fucking good every single year. There's that. So, I don't know. Like I think that I personally think that the Yankees are going to be, I don't know if the word would be fine, but I think not the Yankees. I don't know if the word's fine because I think fine implies that like they're not going to be anything more than just pretty good. But they're going to be contenders for the foreseeable future. Quite honestly, like I wholeheartedly believe that. So, yeah, there's that. Like I think that this is going to be a really good team for a really long time. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm trying to cope, but he's only 5'10". His max velocity is not 96. He can hit like 99, 100 on the radar gun. Like this is not, guys, there's no downplaying how good Yoshinobu Yamamoto is. He's that good. Like there's just no downplaying it. He's that good. Right? He's just that good. Like I just don't know how else to put it. So yeah. Yamamoto's Ohtani's little brother now. He didn't want his own spotlight. Well, also, I mean, you're going to like have a chance to win the World Series literally every year. Can't be mad at that. Get to live in LA, closer to Japan, with a fellow countryman. Like these are all things that are going to help. Like I'm not going to demonize him for that. So, I don't know. Like I really don't think that, I really don't think we should be looking at these players, as like soft or whatever for it. He went out and got a lot of money. My biggest fear is that other Japanese superstars such as Sasaki who has already stated he wants to pitch with Yamamoto. It seems like the Dodgers will continue to get Japan's top end talent. Aiden, I've never seen the report about the Yamamoto Sasaki thing, so gotta calm your nerves there. I haven't seen anything about that. But yeah, like they're gonna be a hotbed for Japanese talent for a while. It is what it is. Like this is part of missing out on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. These are kind of the these are the things you have to, these are the things that happen when you miss out on a guy like that. So it is what it is. More pressure, good or bad for Rodon? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how he'll react to it, but there is definitely more pressure. So yeah, like there is more pressure than there's ever been to go out and get Carlos Rodon. So yeah. I want Shane Bieber, unless Clase in the trade as well. I want Burns, Imanaga, or Luzardo. I think Burns, not Burns. I think Bieber's a better bet than Imanaga, honestly. Like he's at least done it at the major league level. But yeah, like I don't know. I really do not know what that situation is going to be. In terms of, I don't know. Like it's tough. I feel like I'm trying to sit here and navigate through the pitching market and say, all right, Shota Imanaga clearly better than this guy, or like Shane Bieber clearly better than that guy. But I don't know who's going to be hurt or healthy. Like, I don't know who's going to get hurt. I don't know who's going to be healthy. I don't know whose stuff is going to regress. Pitchers they're weird. they're volatile. Like I know that this is kind of coping with the Cortez and Rodon stuff, but like Carlos Rodon had what one? I think he had one non-COVID year where he threw fewer than 70 innings, and he happened to have his second season with the Yankees like that. I don't know how else to explain it. Nestor Cortez had 170.1 innings pitched between the regular and postseason in 2022, and he couldn't log over 70 innings as well. I can't really tell you who's going to be the better pitcher, Shane Bieber, Shota Managa, but I will say this: Burns is definitely the top guy. Luzardo's definitely above Bieber and Managa, but the price tag reflects that as well. I don't think the Yankees are going to be able to land Burns or Luzardo. I think Bieber is more realistic in the trade front. And then in Managa, we'll wait and see. It depends on his market. If he signs the Senga deal, I think the Yankees will be heavily involved in that. If he signs the like $100 million contract, then I think the Yankees are going to be out of that. And I think they should. So, yeah, like I don't really know what to say. I really don't know what to say. But I don't think I can really separate between those tiers. So, yeah, moving on a little bit. There's only one way I'm getting back to get back to the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw, you are a New York Yankee. I'm kidding. I don't want that. Yeah, I'm good. The injury, I'm good. I'm good. Love Kershaw, great pitcher, Hall of Famer. I'm good. Sign Bauer cheap. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, no, they're not very similar. There's a very clear reason why they're not very similar. Alex Verdugo's 1-for-1 with an RBI double against Yamamoto. Yep, Verdugo owns Yamamoto. I've seen that video circulate. It's funny. It's a funny ass video. I can't lie. That's a funny ass video. I am confident that we're going to see a lot of that video circulate for at least around that series as well. That's going to be a video that gets around. The rejection feels like kind of like the rejection you get from a girl after asking her to go to prom and she decides to go with some other dude. Yeah, this sucks. Like it sucks, Rich. Yamamoto over, thank God. Nah, dude, it's Yamamover. I heard that Nathan Eovaldi's expressing interest. Yeah, but he's not getting traded. The Rangers they're not trading him. He's not getting traded. So pump the brakes on that. He might have liked New York, but he's not coming back right now. So yeah. If we rely on Carlos Rodon, time to hit the lifeboats, fellas. I'm getting Sonny Gray vibes. I think the difference is the pitching coach for the Yankees is definitely upgraded. They're a little bit of a smarter team. And the reason I think Rodon struggled had to do more with injuries than anything else. Maybe he's a head case and maybe he doesn't figure it out. That's under the realm of possibilities for sure. Like I'm not going to sit here and deny that that's completely possible, but I am going to sit here and deny the idea that it's impossible for him to refine her. If it's or that, it's a guarantee that he's not going to pitch well next year. But yeah, I think that he's going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. I think if he's healthy, he'll be fine, but we'll wait and see. I think Rodon has the mental makeup for it. That being said, I have an interesting hypothetical. Should we have signed Jacob deGrom? Money is similar, but the upside's better. No, because then we wouldn't have him, right? Like we wouldn't have, we wouldn't have, like we would have him and we wouldn't have a pitcher. Like Jacob deGrom wouldn't be pitching for us, and we knew he wouldn't be able to pitch for us. So I think it's a fine thing that the Yankees didn't go out and sign, Jacob deGrom. It is what it is, right? Like it is what it is. It is what it is. Like that's just the way I view it. I'm not a guy who wanted deGrom, badly at least. Money wasn't an issue. Yamamoto didn't want to be a Yankee. I don't know if he didn't want to be a Yankee, but he seemed to really want to be a Dodger. So maybe there's that. Maybe that's kind of the same thing, right? So yeah, like I don't know, I don't know how that'll work. I don't know. We'll see how, we'll see. I guess we'll get more information that kind of helps us understand what the process was exactly like. But, I think that I think that he wanted to be a Dodger. So yeah. Yamamoto was never getting him. He played him like a little bitch. Sorry. I mean, Yankee fan, but it's the truth. Yeah, it feels like we got played a little bit. It does, but it is what it is. Like that's negotiations. I'm no problem with him using us as leverage from there's no more there's nothing morally wrong with it. He's doing what any free agent should do, which is try to get the most money. Cease seems overhyped to me. Amazing strikeout numbers, but besides 2022, stats don't amaze me. I agree. I'm not big on him. I'm not big on him at all. He screams like he's a number 2 or number 3 right now. He's not a bona fide. Like when I think ace, I think Garrett Cole. And I don't think Dylan Cease and Garrett Cole are in the same cloth, So yeah. Cease reminds me when Detroit won the world for Matt Boyd. Definitely better than Matt Boyd. Definitely better than Matt Boyd. I think he's a good pitcher. It's just that, but I do remember when they wanted the world for Matt Boyd. That was an incredible time. 2000 Yankees rotation screwed. I don't think it's screwed. I don't think it's screwed. I just think that they are going to have to get creative. That's it, right? Is what it is. Not saying it's fun. Not saying this is what I wanted to happen, but they're going to have to get creative. That's the reality of it. With the Yankees, yep, the Yankees were bitch. They got a free jersey too. Yeah, it is what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. Like that's. I don't. I just. It is a painful process. This is truly the opposite of fun. Aaron Boone's managerial contract expires for 2024 season ends, but there's a club option to bring Boone back as manager for 2025 season. Thoughts? You just wait till the offseason. You wait till the offseason and then you'll figure it out. But yeah, like once you get through the season, then they'll, probably either pick up the option or they won't. Like I think that they're going to end up, I think they're going to end up bringing him back, barring something terrible happening, even if they flame out in the postseason again. But I will say, I think that if they miss the playoffs every year, like last year, they're gonna probably fire him. Like at that point, I would say they would fire him, or they would let him go if he's not able to, if he's not able to get this, not if he's not able to, but if the team's not able to get to the postseason or if the team doesn't have a deep playoff run, it's not really going to be his fault. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's on the players completely, and it's on the front office and it's on ownership, but managers, they're kind of placeholders anyways. I can't comment on that. I cannot comment. I'm sorry, Ryan Beck. Yankees felt like a chick when he gave her a number, and it's actually the number 2 retirement home. That never happened. I love the analogies. Arizona made the Dodgers spend $1 billion on 3 players. That is true. CW says Yamamover will be a bust. He won't be. He'll be very good. We're worrying too much about the Dodgers. We haven't made the World Series since 2009, so the NL playoffs are a minefield. Yeah, we can't worry about NL opponents until we actually get an NL opponent in the playoffs, which is getting to the World Series, which, as you mentioned, we have not done in like 15 years. So there's that. Hopefully Yamamoto becomes Keigawa. No shot. He's too good. He's really good. He is a lot. He is a lot better than what people have given him credit for. He is a really damn talented pitcher, and I know that he's gotten a lot of hype, but he is truly a damn talented pitcher. The rejection feels kind of like the rejection you get from a girl. Jesus Christ. I mean, guys, you guys have a lot of like very specific instances of getting rejected by girls, which I can feel on that front. Young Rolly, Ryan had to catch up on the Fireside content, so y'all not Jack and Sengo. You meant Imanaga. It's not that I don't want Imanaga. It's more so that I'm like cautiously. I'm like, I think you're in the monitoring stage with Imanaga. You're going to see what he's going to get. You're going to see what type of offers he's looking for. We don't have as much public data on him because he's an MPB guy. So we're kind of banking on scouting reports and limited WBC data and kind of the information we can get. So, I can't confidently give you anything about Imanaga to the extent that I can talk about like Bieber. I can say, hey, Bieber, has this amount of, vertical and horizontal movement on these pitches with the Rawlings ball, which is the MLB ball, and tell you about every little detail and every little, piece of information. For Imanaga and any MPB player, there are a wider range of outcomes in their projections. So you have to take everything with a grain of salt. So, it is what it is, right? That it is what it is. That's fair. The one Japanese player I do want is Murakami to lefty bat, and the Yankees port third base play. In recent years, there's also a clip of him saying he's interested in the Yankees. He's a first baseman. He won't be a third baseman. He will be a first baseman. But I think that the New York Yankees will certainly be interested when he's available. But I don't know what that interest is going to look like. I don't know what the bidding's going to look like, and I don't know what type of player you're going to get in him. So yeah. Call up Cleveland and tell them to get an updated physical on Shane Bieber and send those medical records over here so we can probably talk about them a little more. Yeah, I mean, if the Yankees were to like send me private information, that would be sick as fuck. They're not going to. I mean, I'd love it, but I don't know. I just want to know. I just want to know what his medical situation looks like because I think that if they know his medicals are clean, go get him. Not like if they know that his medicals are clean in the sense of like he's fine. I mean more so like clean, not Montas clean where they were like, it's fine. We'll just kind of overlook it. I mean cleaner than clean. It has to look amazing. So, I think that the New York Yankees need to be sure that his medicals are good. This can't be a situation where they trade for him and his medicals are just They have to trade for him if they know his medicals are good and nothing more. Yeah. Yamamoto clearly doesn't watch Fireside. Um, Now look, I don't know if Yoshinobu Yamamoto watches Fireside Yankees. I'm going to say he doesn't. But if he did, he would have been a New York Yankee. That it is what it is. We're going to have to, I blame myself for not getting this channel to the point where, Yoshinobu Yamamoto is watching. I apologize to the people. It's a dereliction of duty on my end, and we'll get better at it. We will. But moving on, Bobby Takio goes, 12 years for pitchers in Santa. Can't really hate the front office for this. Yeah, I'm not mad at their effort. I'm just upset that it didn't go our way. It is what it is, right? That's just how I view it. I'm upset it didn't go our way. That's all. Rodon has great upside, so I'm not writing his ass for one bad season going to 2024. I just think there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure, but I do believe in him in 2024. Dodgers gave him significantly more money than we offered. It's not complicated. No, it's not. And I think that the Yankees would have upped their offer if they knew that he was going to go to them. You were jacking Corbin Burns? Absolutely. I love Corbin Burns. I just don't think it's happening. So, yeah, that's my scoop on the situation. Cease got some great stuff, and it makes me think of how much better he could be in the Matt Blake lab. The reason that I think that the New York Yankees shouldn't really go head over heels for, Dylan Cease is just because I don't think that there's a lot they could do to make it happen, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know. I'm not sure. So, I don't know if the New York Yankees, would have ended up with, I don't know if the Yankees would end up making him significantly better. And then, of course, how do you fix the command issues? Is that something that's just fixable? I don't know. I don't. I don't know, man. I really don't know if the New York Yankees would have to, like, if they would be able to fix the command issues. There are just some issues that the Yankees don't. Like, just some issues he has that I don't think is a matter of like a good pitching development will fix it. It's just a matter of like, these are just issues he has, these are just the way he pitches, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah. Is Roger Clemens in George's box? It'd be pretty fucking funny. But have fucking CC announce he's coming back. With no Yamamoto, if we miss the playoffs and get straight out classed again, Cashman has to go. Cashman doesn't control how much money they spend in the offseason. So you would take that up with Hal, not Cashman, respectfully. Aren't the Yankees jerseys blank on the back of the last name? Did they technically just give a jersey away with numbers? Yeah, they could have just, like, I'm not saying they did this, but it would be pretty fucking funny if they just handed him like an old Didi jersey. Like, that'd be pretty fucking funny. They didn't, but like, it would be pretty fucking funny. Brooklyn, the house, go Dodgers. Them bums are rich now. Fuck the Dodgers, man. I'm sorry. Luis, I appreciate you stopping by, but fuck LA. Imanaga is a consolation prize. I'd rather have Sasaki. Yeah, I would wait for Sasaki. That's fine. I have no problem with that take. Last time Cashman missed, he traded for Stanton. Hopefully he makes a splash. No one sees coming. We'll see. We'll see, man. We shall wait and see. Can you talk about Roki Sasaki? I think he'll be posted in 2025. Not posted. I think he'll have to cross over in 2025. I think he'll have to wait till he's 25 and does it through free agency. I don't know who he'll sign with. I don't know how much money he'll get. I think he'll get a crap ton of money. I don't know if it'll be more than Yamamoto. I don't know if it'll be less than Yamamoto. I know that the stuff is the best I think we've seen from any free agent to ever hit the market when he does hit the market. And ultimately, I think this will be one of the most talented pitchers of all time. But, with that being said, the New York Yankees are going to be competitive in any international situation. I just think that Sasaki's gonna have a vast market. I think that there will be a lot of suitors for him, just like there were for Yamamoto. And, we're gonna have to wait and see what that market looks like. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot to wait for. He also has to prove he can throw 180 innings in a season. He has not done that yet. So, I know a lot for them to kind of, there's still a lot that's left on the table in terms of figuring stuff out for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, for Roki Sasaki and all that stuff. Kodai Senga low-key underrated. Yeah, he's one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's one of the best pitching contracts in all baseball, quite honestly. He should be banned from Yankee Stadium. I said from the beginning he's going for the Dodgers after what Ohtani did with his salary. The problem I have is him leading us on to bump up the money. It's fine, guys. We don't have to hate the guy. It's fine. It's okay. Like, it's okay, man. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Also, Ken Rosenthal kind of leaned into the idea that Yamamoto simply preferred the Dodgers to any club. So, it is what it is. He seems to just really want the Dodgers more than the Yankees. So, Unfortunate. And it is what it is. Like, it's this is kind of heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. But moving on a little bit. John Bloom, what's up, chat? Yo, John, I see you doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping by. Juan Soto's a little better Christmas gift. Yeah, I mean, I'll pound the table saying this. We needed Juan Soto more than we needed Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It is what it is. We needed Juan Soto. Yoshinobu Yamamoto would have been the cherry on top. We didn't get the cherry on top. Now we have to pivot. Giolito, Chad Innings Eater season. Juan, I actually like the idea at a cheap price. I just don't think he's gonna get a cheap price. You know, I've heard $50 million. I've heard like that type of money. I'm not giving him $50 million. Respectfully, I love Giolito as like dude's a great dude. You know, has had some really good years, but I'm not giving him $50 million after he got basically bombed for the last 2 years. For the next question, you think Luke Weaver would sign a minor league deal with the Yankees? Maybe, and I would love to see him back on that type of contract. I thought the Yankees not unlocked. That's a little bit much. The guy had 3 starts here. But I think there was a couple things to really like in Luke Weaver that would make him like a fun depth option and like, a guy you just kind of stash in AAA for a little bit. I'm going to try to pull up his pitching summary dashboard, is like pitch movement and velocity and everything like that right now. But kind of looking at what we have here, he's a fastball. He has a lot of pitches: fastball, changeup, cutter, curveball, slider, sweeper, sweet sinker. I'm going to look at specifically what he did with the Yankees, and that was over, the last month of the year. I'm going to see if Luke Weaver. I'm just going to pull up the exact last date in which Luke Weaver had pitched for different teams, so we can, kind of hammer out what he did with the Yankees specifically. 9/16. So we're going to go to September 16th. Pick the wrong date. September 16th. Through the end of the year, he had 3 starts with the Yankees. He pitched to the tune of a 3.38 ERA. He didn't get hit particularly, he got hit particularly hard. Excuse me. He got a decent amount of whiffs as well. He was getting a decent amount of strikeouts. Didn't walk any batters. Looked good with the Yankees. Again, 3 start sample size. But Yankees had him really rely on the fastball and the cutter and the changeup. Those 3 pitches as a whole were his bread and butter. His 4-seamer got a lot of whiffs. It worked really well. I think he has a fine 4-seam fastball. He didn't really use the sweeper much with the Yankees, which makes sense. His sweeper sucks. Like, it does not get a lot of horizontal break. But everything as a whole was like the arsenal seems to be simple. At least for him, it seemed to be really simple. It was just fastball, cutter, and changeup. I mean, they really relied on that. His cutter is a weird pitch. It's a cut ride cutter, and it's gonna be. I think it's a pitch that could be a plus pitch for him. But we'll see if the Yankees bring him back, if there's anything they like more in his profile. But yeah, like I don't know if he's a big name to look out for. I don't know if he's gonna come back, and also maybe a team gives him a major league deal. Maybe they give him a $1 million deal. So we'll wait and see on that front. But yeah, moving on a little bit. I think Soto genuinely loves the Yankees, but the Lowell Mets haven't spent the last offseason. This offseason is going to be funny when they strike out on him next offseason. Look, the Yankees signed Yamamoto, Soto long term. They don't end up with a guy like Soto, and we do. I'm going to be so happy. I'm the happiest person on planet fucking Earth. Like, I'm going to be literally the happiest player on Earth. So yeah, like, it's going to be the best day of my life. I agree with what you said in your other video. 2024 ride or die based on what Rodon does. Yeah. I really do think the Yankees, like, they're a 100-win team with Carlos Rodon pitching the way he did in 2022. I strongly believe that. I know that's a crazy take. I don't give a shit if it's a crazy take. It's what I believe, and I stand for what I believe. Also, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and we're trying to get to 10K subscribers, so if you guys give us a hand there, that would be great. Just throwing a little plug and a little promo there, because kind of have to. It's my thing. Ryan Beck goes, who are we getting now? I want bold Skip Bayless-style hot takes. Mitch Keller. I want Mitch Keller so bad. I don't think the Pirates are going to trade him, but I want him so bad. He gives me the vibes, the juice, the everything. The dude's a bulldog. The dude has good stuff. He's coming from an organization that doesn't have great pitching development. I need Mitch Keller. I need Mitch Keller so bad in my life. I need him at the deadline. I need him. I need him. I need him. I need him now. It is what it is. You think we could trade for Keller? I've heard rumors about the Pirates showing interest in Imanaga. I don't think that we can. Because I don't think the Pirates are going to move him, but we'll see at the deadline. I think at the deadline, we're going to end up seeing that. I think at the deadline, we're going to end up seeing whether they move him or not. And if they do, I think the Yankees would be a perfect fit, and then they should extend him or something. I don't know. Yeah, my bad. I forgot he's kind of moving to first base. Interesting player. If you look at, he came to the MPB as a catcher. Hope he sticks at first base and excels. Yeah, Murakami has the bat talent. We'll see what it is, but he had a little bit of a down year this past year, but I think he'll certainly be. I think he'll certainly be an interesting player to look at going forward. The Yankees offseason could amount to nothing except for 1 year from Soto. I think the Dodgers go after Soto next season. No, they're not going to go after Soto next season. They're not. Like, they're not going after Soto. I apologize to be that guy, but I don't think they are. Let's see. History links to the like I don't get like I'm not gonna I don't care about the Dodgers. Don't care about the Dodgers in New York. They're an LA team. We're the New York team. Don't care. Japanese players looking to play on the West Coast, I wouldn't even bother. I disagree with this. I think it's a little different. I think it's just a matter of the Dodgers are the Dodgers, you know? So yeah. Well, you know, there's that. Sasaki would be a nasty closer. I think he'd be a nasty closer too, but I think he'll end up continuing to pursue the starting route until he proves, unless he literally can't hold it up physically. So, yeah. Saki more talented than Moto in your opinion, or same class type beat. He has better stuff, but he hasn't proven that he's the type of guy that can go deep into games the way that Yamamoto can. So for that reason, I'm going to say that they're in the same class. And Dodgers are threat to sign everybody from Japan. Yeah, I agree. So there's that. Do you see Jonathan Papeldush's comments on Alex Verdugo? Yeah, Papelbon should shut the fuck up and worry about his own team. How about that? How about shut the fuck up and worry about your own team? And if they're mad about the Verdugo comments, maybe have a manager who's more supportive. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I just don't. I don't know. Like, I don't like. I don't know. I don't. Jonathan Papelbon can go suck a fat one, respectfully. Yeah, I'm a group of Dodger fan. Look, he grew up a Dodger fan. Not my fault that I got misled by reports. Not my fault, man. I'm not gonna lie. Is what it is. Empire Jeff TV goes, yo, we made it. The fuck LA talk is as early as Dodger fan by affect the Yankees in their history. Yeah, I just don't like look, I dislike every team that isn't the Yankees. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a diehard Yankee fan. I dislike literally anybody that is not the Yankees. I have respect for teams. I have a lot of respect for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a great organization, the best organization in baseball. But I don't like them, and I'm not going to like them. I'm not going to pretend I like them. I don't like anybody. I'm jealous. I don't care. Like I'm public. I'm going to be publicly petty about this. I don't give a shit. Yankees should get Trevor Bauer. No, they should not. I guarantee that Alex Cora didn't give a shit about Verdugo's comment, but if it bothered him so bad to where somebody hit Verdugo would show how soft Cora is. Again, Alex Cora should, grow up here. Alex Cora should grow up. Everybody, Boston fans should grow up a little bit. Like, I don't care. If it's that big of a, if this bothers you that much, oh well. Somebody said this about the Yankees. Yeah, I'd be upset, but guess what? Ryan Garcia is going to be arrogant. I don't care. I'm mad about the whole Yamamoto thing still. So, I'm going to continue to pretend. I'm going to continue to just be mad about this. So, yeah. What about bringing Ryan Weber, the web dog, back for the bullpen depth? I love Ryan Weber, but I don't know if he's ever going to come back. So, we'll see. Maybe a minor league deal. I want it to be wrong so bad. Anyways, I don't want Snell near our team. What do you think about a combo of Monty, Hicks, and Montas? I'd be so fucking down. That'd be sick as hell. So, yeah, like that'd be sick as fuck. The team would be really good, and the team's going to win a lot of games. The team would, most likely what would happen is the team would, be the AL favorite. So, that would be huge for the team too. Being the AL favorites, actually walk into a season with a dominant offseason like that certainly would be great. Yeah, I saw a thing with Jonathan Papelbon directing that he wants guys to get hit on the Yankees. He should fucking grow up. He choked out his own teammate. How about, he should grow the fuck up. Masahiro Tanaka better than, I'm not going to say that. Look, Yamamoto's a great pitcher. He's a great talent. Yamamoto, like Ohtani, always wants to be Dodgers. Yeah, look, it is what it is. He wanted to be a Dodger. It is what it is. Verdugo had number 99 in Boston. So I wonder what he switches to. I don't know. Maybe go. I don't know, actually. I'm not really sure what they're going to go to, what he's going to go towards. So, I don't know where he's going to, and what number he's going to have switching to. He said he's going to wait until, we're going to have to wait to see his new chain, which, cool answer, I guess. So I'm not going to be mad about that. So, yeah. It's not a crazy take. It's the right take. And I feel the same with Nestor as well. Yeah. I don't know. The Yankees have a good outcome for both those players. Are going to be great. I will continue to watch you, my second team. Hey, look, Luis, I expect you as a fan. I'm not saying you're a problem or anything. I appreciate you watching our streams. I'm always gonna be a passionate Yankee fan. And hey, look, congratulations. You guys got Yamamoto. You guys are gonna be fucking great next year. You guys are gonna be a special team. Again, they're the best organization in baseball. But I'm frustrated. And I appreciate you saying that, man. I do appreciate you saying that. You know, we're both big market teams, and hopefully, Lewis. I think it's Lewis or Louis. Just clarify in the comment section below so I can get it right. Hopefully, we're talking about a 7-game series with each other at the end of the season. You know, late October, early November. That's what I'm thinking. Yankees should just call Pittsburgh and say $50 million cash for Keller. Cheap owner, I agree. He might. It's a cheap as fuck team. It's a cheap as fuck organization. Yankees should grab Shane McClanahan. It's not happening. I can tell you the owner will hold on to Keller until to sell false hope and then bail on him for 4 or 5 contracts with the prospects, but they'll charge extra for Yankee tax. Yeah, I think it's going to be they wait till the deadline, they suck, and then they're like, oh, well, we kind of have to trade him, and then they'll trade him for like 4 or 5 guys. Yeah. Yankees will get Shane Bieber, and it will be for Everson Pereira. I don't think it'll be for Everson Pereira BG, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah. Soto Group, a Yankee fan, already loves the idea of being Yankee, said everybody wants to be Yankee, and once he finally gets a taste of the Bronx, he'll never want to go anywhere. I agree. I think he'll stick around. Why is everyone hating on bringing back Monty, who's consistent for us and proved he can pitch big in the postseason? I don't get it. I just don't want to give him $160 million. That's OD. I'm not giving $160 million to him. It's just not happening. But maybe if it's $150 million, I would do it, right? 150 over 6 years, I think I would do that. That's $25 million a year. Yeah, I would do that. 150 over 6. That would be my offer from the Yankees. So, yeah. Trevor Bauer's a walking drama show. He's a disaster. Jonathan Papelbon's a punk. Yep. I don't like the guy. Trevor Bauer's been pitching MLB since 2021. No serious competitive team should be signing him thinking he'll be a game changer. Yeah, and also respectfully, he just shouldn't be in baseball. I know that, I know that people are going to feel differently about this, and I honestly don't care about the opposing opinion. I'm not going to talk about this much more, but Trevor Bauer should not throw another pitch in baseball. I'm sorry. You just don't really care. Is the Yankees payroll slightly higher than the Dodgers? Do they spend more money on average? They had more large contracts. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's a matter of they went out and they got Stanton. They went out and they got Rodon. They kept trying to, make moves to win, and it didn't, not all of them have passed out. So, so it is what it is, right? Moving on a little bit. Better hitting lineup at the moment. The Yankees are Dodgers deep outside the big 3. I think the Dodgers have the better lineup. I think their lineup's a little bit better than ours. I think we're going to need maybe we get a little bit of better outcomes from our rookies, and that helps us tilt things in our favor. But they have 3 150 to 160 WRC plus hitters, and that's enough to anchor a lineup for a very long time. Cashman should be calling the Marlins about Glaber for one of their starters. Marlins need bats, which we have. Are the Marlins really going to trade for 1 year of Gleyber Torres? And if they are, they're going to trade a lot for him. It's $50 million. They aren't necessarily going to re-sign him. I just I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know if that's really going to happen. So yeah, I just don't think that the New York Yankees are going to be able to get the Marlins to give them a lot for 1 year of Gleyber Torres, a player that they're not going to re-sign. So, yeah. Sell a team to Bezos or Elon. That's not happening either. I'm a fan of you and respect your frustration. Yankee fan, I respect your work and put that you put on YouTube. My second team is the Yankees, so I always have love for both teams. I appreciate you, man. You're a real one. I really do that. It does mean a lot, actually, that you're saying that. I want you to know that. I just don't want to give a Carlos Rodon contract. I agree. Maybe if he goes 140, 150 million over 6 years, that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? That's a good number. That's a number where you sign him, you love the deal, and he's going to end up being really good for you. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with him. Moving on a little bit. Trevor Bauer is a horrible. Yeah, he sucks. He's terrible. I don't know. I just not on the Yankees. Yeah, he's not. He's also not. He's also not the pitcher that people think he is at this point. He's just not that great of a pitcher. He was solid, above average. Wasn't elite. He was just above average. That's it. He was above average. His FIP was 8% better than league average in the MPB. Dude's gonna get crushed if he comes back to the U.S. Or at least I hope he never has to pitch here. But if he does, hope he gets crushed. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm, not a guy that has it's just the injuries. That's really it. He's just an injury-prone guy. Talented player though, very talented player. What makes McClanahan unreachable? He's been excellent every year of his career. He's got Tommy John surgery, so the Rays are not going to trade him right now. He's not pitching. They're gonna take a discounted price for him, where they could wait a year and trade him for multiple top 100 prospects. That's not the situation. Yeah, they're not trading him right now. Yep, it's a Mickey Mouse. His Cy Young, he won the 2020 Cy Young. Couldn't be. I'm so upset he has a Cy Young, though. Should never have had one. Do you think actually feel Dodgers 2024 lineup is going to be close to the 2023 lineup for the Braves? That was a historically great regular season lineup. So I'm going to say it's not going to be that, but I think it'll be close. I think it'll be very good next year. You see Chase Hampton being called up this year if he continues to be on the path he's on. That would be a disaster in NY. I agree on both fronts. I think Chase Hampton could certainly be a major league player for the Yankees next year. He's got excellent stuff, a deep pitch mix. I really like what he brings to the table. And ultimately, I think that this is a player that the New York Yankees should be high on for a lot of reasons. So, yeah, like I think that the New York player who could be really good, looking at a pitcher who has a lot of upside, who has the velocity, who has the pitch movement profiles, he has everything going for him. But again, it's a matter of whether, he's going to be able to kind of hold it up for the entire season. He still has to build his inning limit, his inning workload. He has struggled with that a little bit because he went through college and he didn't pitch more than like 50 innings and then kind of had to go through 100 plus the year after. So, I think that there will be an adjustment period for him next year. I'm not sure if he's necessarily a guy forced to pitch for you next year. He will probably bring back other Montas. I would love to bring back Montas though. Like I want to bring back Frankie Montas. It's going to cost nothing. I think the upside is excellent. So, yeah, just sign Montas and add to the bullpen. I don't see anything good enough to bother. Wait and see for the deadline. Well, yeah, we're in a way. I don't think the Yankees should force themselves to sign anybody. They should be opportunistic with this. I think they will end up with Frankie Montas though, like 100%. Wasn't it proven? Yeah, no, not talking about that case. Sorry. Should we get Stroman? If you're asking if the player that Marcus Stroman is would be an intriguing player for the Yankees to get, yes, but he's such a head case. I'm just good on him. He's such a head case. I'm sorry. I really say this about players. Rather sign Snell than sign Bauer. I agree. I'm glad the Yankees didn't give Yamamoto the money. He got a lot from the Dodgers. We have a plan B, which is go get Monty or trade for Burns and Cease and save money to re-sign Soto. We need Soto. I don't think there was a plan B. I think Yamamoto was always plan A. But yeah. What team do you think will James Paxton sign with this offseason? I think he'll go to like, I'm going to say the Cubs. Go to the Cubs. Cardinals, maybe? I'm not really sure. Orioles? Maybe the Orioles. That's a good fit. Freddie Peralta's free agent next year. Thoughts? He has a club option, so they're going to pick up the club option, they being the Brewers. Overpaid for no. You should. No Bauer at all. Can they afford both Soto and Roki Sasaki next offseason? You think? Well, if Sasaki is posted next offseason, he's going to cost league minimum. So yeah, they would be able to afford a league minimum player and Soto. Is Aaron Hicks a free agent? You think he signs with the Orioles? I think he goes. God, I don't know where he goes. He's an interesting free agent case. We'll see. Yeah, no, we shouldn't bring him back. We should not sign Bauer. And I don't think he has a choice because of his contract situation, but yeah, I don't care what it is. Like, I just don't care what it is, Like, I don't care. I don't care what the situation is with Bauer. He should not be a Yankee, Red Sox and Mets were not getting Yamamoto. Yeah, they never were. It was down to the Yankees and Dodgers, and he preferred the Dodgers. It seemed like the Yankees would have to really outbid. And yeah, Sagi will be 100% be a Dodger, especially if he makes minimum. We'll see. I'm not sure. Like we don't know what he wants. We don't. Just like with Yamamoto, we thought we knew he wanted to be a Yankee. It turned out he didn't. We didn't know. We don't know. We're not going to know. Right. So with international free agents, I'm just going to throw the we don't know asterisk going forward. So yeah. Let's pivot from Yamamoto to be Noah Syndergaard. Dude, Noah Syndergaard needs to hang it the fuck up. He needs to go retire. Go work for he needs to retire. Just go right off to the sunset, man. Like, it's over for him. He's so bad. He's terrible, dude. He's horrible. So bad. Like, look, I know Sevy, there are talks about, is Sevy washed or whatever. At least Sevy has the velocity. This dude just stinks. He's just terrible, man. He's so bad, dude. He's so bad. But, yeah. Where do you think the Atlanta Braves are compared to the Dodgers right now? I think the Braves. I'm also. Oh, by the way, want to clarify. I'm not sure if I'm tired or just like, dude, Syndergaard. I just like, dude, he's so bad. Like, he's just like, I don't know how many pitchers are as bad as him. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's sad to watch, but he's fucking terrible, man. Also, the Braves. I think the Braves are still. I think the Braves and Dodgers are like even. The Braves have an insane position player core, great depth as an organization. Dodgers have more top end talent. I think they're kind of like just right here. They're going to be the two best teams in the NL. They're in the same tier of team. How do you view Shohei now with the shenanigans? Villain? He's a superstar. That's how I view him. I hope he leans into the villain thing. I really do. I really do. Like, it would be sick as fuck for baseball too. Yamamoto's not throwing a single pitch in the majors, so we don't know if he'll be good or not. He could just be Tanaka or he could be bad. We don't know. We'll see how he does in the majors. I think he'll be really good. I think there's a reason that teams gave him $300 million. So, yeah. You know, Matt Harvey, Jesus fucking Christ, that's crazy. I can't even, Jesus fuck. Do you know who's entering their walk year this upcoming season might be dealt at the deadline? Burns. I'm not, you know what? We're gonna look. MLB free agents. Starting pitcher. Let's see. All right. So let's go from youngest to oldest. Michael Soroka, Jack Flaherty, Shane Bieber, Corbin Burns, Walker Buehler, Max Fried, Luis Severino, Joe Ross, John Means, Nick Pivetta, Adrian Hauser, Marco Gonzalez, Ryan Yarbrough. Marco Gonzalez is the club option. That's going to get denied. Zach Wheeler is a free agent. I see that comment. He's not getting traded. Kikuchi's a free agent. Unless the Blue Jays are awful, he's not getting traded. Heaney, unless the Rangers are awful, not getting traded. Waka could be traded. He's got a 1-year deal left. He's got a player option. Maybe he opts out of that and takes another multi-year deal. Desclafani might get traded. He's not great, though. Stripling can get traded. Quintana could be dealt. Cobb could be dealt. Scherzer could be dealt if they're bad. Yeah, there's not a lot of good like guys that can go out and you can just trade for. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie, there's not a lot of good options out there, guys. There's not. Moving on a little bit. Let's see. Boston Red Sox 2 times, dude. Oh my god, man. Dude, Corey Kluber was the opening day starter for them. I don't know how that ended up happening. It's not even like they didn't even have better options than him in their rotation. They did. So yeah, like I don't know what was going on. Yeah. Miss Brett Gardner is my boy. I do too, man. The summer visit to NYC probably killed any chances. I don't know if that happened. I think it was just a distance, and the Dodgers were his hometown, the team he grew up with. I have been to Cooperstown. I went when I was 12 years old. I played actually in Cooperstown All-Star Village in that tournament that year, so I went there. Yep, Wheeler's a free agent. Do you think Bieber develops a good cutter? He could be pretty good. He had a good cutter in 2022. It just didn't work in 2023. I just think he needs to use more breaking balls. His fastball isn't very good. It is what it is. And he also needs to go out and most importantly, he needs to be healthy. And I think he can add some velocity through drive line. So kind of all a contingent of a little, just kind of refine his arsenal. Kuchi to the Dodgers. I could see that. Anybody's a Dodger. Use your word. Wait. Yeah, he's a free agent. He's a free agent after next year. They're not going to suck, though. What about Michael Lorenzen for the 5th starter spot? He was brutal with the Phillies. I'm good on that. I just signed Montas. Have we seen Shohei, Sengo, Yoshida, and Kim succeed early in their transition to their LB? Yeah, they all, like, Kim took a year, but he was really good after that. He's going to be fine. I would love Nick Pivetta, but, like, it's not happening. They would also, I don't think I don't think they trade us, but I just don't think that the New York Yankees are going to they sign him. We'll see. Be hesitant to make a trade for Cease or Burns right now as the White Sox were after Jackson Holiday. I think it'll cost a ton for Cease, and that's why I won't go out and get him. So, yeah. With that being said, we're kind of upping up the next hour here. We're going to wrap up soon. So, if you guys have any final questions, make sure to shoot them over. We're going to try to do more duo ones because those are kind of a lot of fun. Not going to lie. Like, I think they provide better conversations. I'm not the most entertaining person in the world at times. I kind of realize that. But I've also heard Matt Blake and Bieber have history together. Your thoughts? So, Shane Bieber talked about how he credits Matt Blake for his progression and kind of like using his curveball more. And yeah, like that's what he credits him for. Like he thinks that's why he broke out. That is why he broke out. And he credits Matt Blake for that. So there's a connection there. If Boone gets fired, who do you want? Kevin Cash? Yeah, like Kevin Cash. Any good pitchers in the Yankee system? Hampton, Warren are the two guys you should look at. Brock Selvage, pretty good. Henry Lane could be their best pitching prospect by the end of the season. So those are the four guys I would say look out for right now. So yeah. What other questions do we have? Oh, and by the way, for Will Warren, he'll probably be a guy this year that pitches like opening day. Where are those Shane Bieber driveline videos? We need them. Kyle Bodie. I'm going to have to hit up Kyle Bodie and be like, hey, what are the velocity gains looking like, man? What would your game plan be to get to a World Series as soon as possible? Realistic. So I'm not going to say Burns or Cease. Give me Bieber and get me Montas and get me Bieber, Montas, and get me a reliever, and we're good. I think that you'll have enough pitching to get through the season. Clayton Beeter, interesting point. Clayton Beeter, it's I don't think he's a valuable player in this organization. I just think he's not a starter. He's more of a reliever in my eyes. That's why I didn't mention Luis Gil and Gomez as well. But those are guys who can certainly be multi-inning relievers and potentially figure out their ways as starters. But yeah, we'll wait and see. But I think he's more of a reliever projection at this point. Not a bad thing. You turn Joey Gallo when he was struggling, half a year of him into a good reliever, and that's a win. So yeah. Anyways, get your final questions in. We're going to be wrapping up soon. I really appreciate you guys so much for stopping by and spending some of your evening with me on this Friday night at 8 o'clock where, I appreciate it, guys. You guys don't know how much this means to me. So, yeah. And also, yes, Danny Naba, when the Dodgers are in town, we need to beat the crap out of them. We need to go out and beat the crap out of them. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do going forward. So, yeah, like that's where I'm at. I think that we can go out and beat the crap out of them, and I hope we do. Hater for relief. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna sign him. I don't think we should give him that type of money. So yeah, like I would prefer for us to go with more like a Robert Stevenson or like a Jordan Hicks if we're gonna go out and spend a lot of money. Elman needs to change the rules for spending $1 billion on two people. Ariel, I disagree. We need more teams to just spend more. That's what it is for me. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon, Nestor Cortez, Frankie Montas, and Will Warren is not threading the needle. Yeah, I would say give me Shane Bieber, throw him in there, and you've got Cole, Rodon, Bieber, Cortez, Montas. That'll move needles for me. Well, Merry Christmas and let's go Yankees. I appreciate you, man. Have happy holidays to everybody. I really appreciate you guys stopping by once again. Not the Yamamoto saga is over. Are you going to continue these lives? Absolutely. Yeah, Danny Wagner. This is not stopping with the Yamamoto sweepstakes ending. We are still here. We're still here for him. So for this stuff. So yeah. Can't for Judge, Soto, Stanton, Rizzo, Gleyber to go back to back versus Yamamoto. If they bomb Yamamoto in his first start in Yankee Stadium, that's going to be a hilarious day in Yankee history. So yeah. The Dodgers haven't won a series against the Yankees in a while. I'm not scared of them. Even last year we beat them. I'm scared of any team that's good. So yeah, but I'm not scared of anybody. I just want to beat teams. I want to go out and win. So yeah, I try not to be scared of teams. I try to just want to be like, I just want to fucking beat them. JT goes, thanks, Ryan. Hey, appreciate you guys stopping by. And again, you guys can check us out on Fireside Yankees on our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and of course this YouTube page. You guys can also check out our my personal Twitter account at Ryan Garcia ESM. We've got articles coming out constantly on Empire Sports Media, so check that stuff out as well. And of course, again, guys, subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, like again, and yes, I want to remind everybody, the 96 Yankees did beat the Braves. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm like, I want to be the less talented team, but we know the baseball playoffs have more variance than any other postseason. The postseason is high variance, and we'll see how things go. But happy holidays, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.